Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you find yourself on the timeline. For me, it is June 1st, 2024 in the evening, and I am coming to you from the great outdoors in Northern Ontario. I decided to do some kayak camping and do this story by the fire and a nice cedar tree here that you can't see. So this story is about a very strange, creepy paranormal event that happened to me while I was living in Sault Ste. Marie. So the event happened in 2012, but the possible backstory is from 2006. So in 2012, I just had recently had a miscarriage. I had quit drinking and also experienced the dissolving of a toxic relationship that I was in. So I wasn't really feeling at my ultimate highest. I was feeling very low spiritually and energetically. So I could have been susceptible to attacks of the sort. And at the time, I had moved out of my partner's place where we were renting. And I decided to get this apartment that was in this beautiful, old, large Victorian home that was divided into apartments. And I remember one night being asleep, but waking up abruptly, like somebody had stabbed me in the chest. And I woke up gasping for air, like, like that. Like, I mean, out of bed. I ran out of bed, and I didn't have any light sources in my bedroom because there was no functional lights at all, or even the plug-in. So I had to like turn on the lights in the living room, and I was like looking all over to see if somebody was actually there, because like it scared the crap out of me. And I've never had that kind of feeling ever in my life beforehand. So moving forward from that event in 2012, years later, I had discovered in an article I found online through Google that there was a young girl and her son that lived in the apartment. And from what the story says, this was in April 2006, this happened to her, where her boyfriend had busted down her door and took her and her son and murdered them on the Connor Road. And then he proceeded to try to, I guess he was going to try to bury them at the cemetery, where he was discovered by the cops. So I freaked out when I discovered this information, because I was sort of wondering, could I have been feeling the pain that she has had happen to her, given the fact that she lived in that apartment? It seems very strange to me. I have experienced other events, but not as crazy as that. Like I've felt presences. Sometimes I know I have a relative with me. If it almost feels like a tingly up my leg. I have seen people who then I find out that they actually passed away the day beforehand. Like I think I see them in public, and then I'll report back to a friend, be like, hey, I seen Conrad today, and then find out that Conrad passed away the day beforehand. So I do experience a lot of strange paranormal stuff like that. So that's why I kind of question, could I have been feeling the pain that has been imposed on her, even though she didn't get murdered at home? Could I have felt that pain being in that apartment? So I want to know what you think. And if you've ever had any strange experiences like that, I'm going to post the article that I discovered online in the description. So if you want to read about it, you could read the article. It was written by David Helwig. So I hope that you are all well. And I hope that you guys have yourselves a great evening, afternoon, or morning, or night. Take it easy.